Hello on YouTube, hello on Twitch. Welcome to another episode of my Hearthstone Let's Play series. This is Northstar. Hope you're well, are taking care of each other and being kind to yourselves. For those new to my channel, welcome. Return viewers, welcome back. I was just watching an awkward Arcanine? He's a really cool guy, very nice person. If you're looking for other Hearthstone channels to check out, do check his out. Much bigger than mine, but yeah. After some of the absolutely atrocious behavior from Pt1 Hearthstone and Cantaloupe earlier, I needed to hang out somewhere where I knew people were much more friendly and welcoming. And though I'm a bit, neurotic and I can be annoying, may make a little more sense if you realize I am in a desperate situation in real life, because the system has been unfair to me and been completely shafted me. I'm disabled with long COVID, which is a disease the government is basically ignoring. That I got right before I would have done a gap year and started an MD after it, and just finished up my research project, final semester special masters, straight A's, program here was sure we get into med school, and then I got disabled. And ever since I've dealt with family, I've dealt with the government trying to fight long COVID cases like crazy for a while, and then eventually being forced to admit it's a real disease and approve more social security cases for it in like the last year or two, which the Trump administration has tried to, I think, tamp down on. This is one of the many things that the billionaires who fund politicians have felt intimidated about, is that people with this disability that came from a pandemic that they ignored to protect the bottom lines, it'd be incredibly expensive to actually care for all the people who were disabled by. Really, because there's like, there was a statistic for all 65 million people worldwide, but that turned out to be way too low. It's like 130. It's like twice that. A lot of third world countries were massively underreporting the rates of long COVID, both because people couldn't get access to healthcare, and because governments, especially right-wing governments, far-right governments, were just erasing the disease or trying to misreport it as other things. That shouldn't be surprising. People are used to understanding these governments misreport statistics and everything. But the US government was also trying to underreport statistics on long COVID too, just to a lesser degree. Under Trump, first term, and even Biden administration was doing it too. It's not a Republican-Democrat thing. Yeah, I have a roommate who's threatening to kill me because of a chronic cough, which results in respiratory issues I've had since I was a child. I've had a cough since I was 20. And the courts aren't protecting me because this guy's ex-wife works at the local courthouse, so they we'll give an oral warning and then a written warning with a document that makes it easier to arrest him if he threatens to kill you again. It's like, that's something. And they, technically ruled in my favor, yes, but that's a very, very weak response to threats of murder. And then people hear it, they assume, oh, well, your case must not be as strong if that's all they did. No, it's extremely strong. They're just wildly corrupt. This happens, I've seen this over and over again in my life. When people have connections, they get, special treatment. And in this case, this guy's connection is his ex-wife works at the courthouse, so he gets special treatment. And special treatment is the not removing him from my apartment when he's threatening murder. And while he says, oh, I was just angry and ranting and I wasn't really going to hurt him, as we told the judge after finally being cornered to where he couldn't deny threatening to hurt me anymore, and he admitted to threatening to hurt me to the judge and then tried that line. I don't believe it. He's a psychopath and a compulsive liar. He really was working himself up to murder me, and he'll probably do an attempt when I get back to my apartment, which at the end of this month, end of March 2026. So, hopefully it doesn't succeed. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a partial success. I end up in the hospital, but then he ends up in prison, and I'll be okay as long as hopefully the damage isn't too permanent. Like, I could get shot but not die. It's not like in the movies. You don't shoot someone and they just fall over dead. I was an EMT, So I could very well imagine getting shot and holding my guts in, and an ambulance comes and, you know, they do emergency surgery and I survive and the guy goes to jail for the rest of his life. That could happen. Could also happen he does succeed, or that he doesn't actually, like, gets a hold of himself. Maybe he's had some time away from me and just picks up and leaves. I doubt that. Anyways, enough about that, but, yeah, I can be neurotic a little bit, but it's not unreasonably so. It's justified by the situation, and it's not had this problem with, like, you know, counselors like that, and they're like, could you have anxiety disorder? I'm like, no, the anxiety is justified. And after they're following the full story stuff, like, yeah, actually, you do keep a pretty calm head considering the insane things you're going through. It's a repeating motif, because very few people have had as hard a life as I have. I mean, even people they're like, oh, I've had this one thing that's much worse than you. It's true, they have, but I have like 50 things, any one of which is not special, but to have them all together. Terrible luck, basically. Terrible combination of things. Use your hero power 5 times. Well, this is an easy one to do, but it's so worth 900, so let's see. It's not going to give me more expensive ones, is it? Play 30 cards. Alright. And they're still in the pre-release brawl, I assume. Yeah, I'm not paying tickets for this. Let's warm up with a ranked match. I was doing this Wild Hunter thing, but should be able to get the silver 10. You can't lose stars in bronze rank. It's easy enough. I played 24/7 like some people do. My win rate is, in the past it was hanging out like 60, 70, 80%, but it's falling, which probably means my MMR is going up. Either I'm getting to be worse at the game, or the game is matching me against harder opponents. Either way, my win rate is going down. It's approaching 50%, which 50%, if you do enough matches, you can still make it to pretty high ranks, because every 5 ranks there's a rank 4, so you just have to get a large enough win streak to make it to the next rank 4 before you hit your next defeat. It's a statistical inevitability that almost anyone can make it to the very high ranks. If they play enough, I don't. And you can't just get a very high win rate, because no matter how good you are, the game will just match you against better opponents. What there is if your matchmaking rate is high enough, you'll get extra bonus stars, which will help you advance. But it doesn't seem to be... I mean, my MMR is going up, but it's not giving me more bonus stars, so there's clearly a big range where it just doesn't give you any extra. Unless it's either... I mean, I don't know for sure. It's either going up or I'm getting worse at the game, but the people usually get better at games as they play. So it's probably... Of course, maybe I'm just getting more stressed about my roommate's thing and my possibly approaching demise, approaching death at this guy's hands. I'm going to try and approach my congressperson. I think I thought about that before and put it off and forgot, and now I remembered again. I need to try that, because it's my last hope. The courts won't protect me. If the police defer the courts and the courts are corrupt, then, you know, you approach your politicians. They might be corrupt too, but if they're have no reason to not see justice done, not in a politician's interest to see someone murdered. Voter. I mean, on one hand, I'm a voter. I suppose on the other, I'm disabled and cost money while not contributing money to the system. I'm trying like heck to build my YouTube channel, so the politician might figure, oh, he's just leeching the system. I was a very, very hard-working person who saved lives before I got sick, but the moment you're sick, they'd rather see you dead. It's a terrible, greedy, selfish system, capitalism, and, you know, the politicians always serve the billionaires. So, this rhetoric's probably a little extreme for some people, because they don't realize how terrible the system is, and they listen to mainstream media, and the education system in the US is well adapted to brainwashing people. Why all these guys with the classic card backs? It's a little suspicious. But then look at their numbers, and a lot of them have been playing since many, many years ago, so they shouldn't be newbies. can't even do anything except this. And that gives him, you know, info, and that he knows they only have 3 cards now that aren't that.
Me have bags for you.
This is a bad draw. I mean, the game will match you until you're getting a 50-50 win rate, and it's decided mostly by luck because you're matching evenly skilled players. I mean, a good day you'll win more, and a bad day you'll win less. But, this is garbage. I got a Chrono Chiller, which I can't even play till turn 4. This deck could use more low drop minions, definitely. There's a lot of, it's almost a mid-range Death Knight. So of course I looked. You guys gotta see this. It's matched me 1/4 against other Death Knights in a deck that's poorly suited to facing other Death Knights. Blizzard claims that it doesn't do anything to match you against classes that you're bad at, but that's a lie. They're just filthy liars, and who's gonna prove them wrong? Look at this, 17%, 15%. It's matching me against the classes that I'm least suited to fighting. And then it's claiming that it's random. I mean, it's not large enough sample size to prove anything yet, but if I played 1,000 matches and that was true, that would be proof that they're lying. And a lot of people have statistics like that. Because most Death Knight decks are more aggressive than this one. They have more low-cost minions. He's just gonna play stuff, and there's nothing I can do. Could asphyxiate a 2. Oh, that's not great. I'm talking too much. I need to focus. I could have done a Rite of Atrocity if I had enough time to discover. I'm convinced I'll probably have a mono left over to do it next turn anyways. There's some chance I won't. But yeah, I'm having terrible luck today. So luck is definitely a real thing. I don't care what people say. People say it's not real. I haven't seen the ridiculous things happen to some of us. Well, this is technically some good luck. I won't say me, it comes too late. This really weak starting hand. Another Chrono Chiller.
My dread blade craves blood.
Give up on Dark Gift on that because I really need a minions out. Dark Gift is seriously hurting my mid game but still very weak early. And then he pulls that nonsense. Knew he's gonna have something. It's like 1, 2, 3, 3. Now, I've seen players who I've somehow managed to survive through their whole deck, and it's like a deck that's just as well balanced as mine, but they get all their low drops at the beginning, and I don't. It's deeply suspicious. Like, I do not believe the card draws are pure at random. I thought it was hackers, but I'm coming to be convinced that it's actually Blizzard that's doing this. I'd love to sit and calculate how he's going to trade, but there's just nothing I can do besides this that will not cause me to die. I'm already at 19 health. Which gives him options to trade intelligently. Or not trade, do whatever he thinks.
This is not what we stood for.
Where to pull that nonsense? Alright. This is a good time for this asphyxiate. Could do this. Yeah, let's do this. Probably technically should have done it the other way around, but by not doing it the other way around, I give him some info about my other cards. So, like, he's smart. So that was a mistake for sure. Right. If he plays a ton of minions, the Bone Chill, stag it on. This gives another minion though. Could be good, could be terrible. This costs 3 or less. Alright, well that didn't work out. It's not gonna cost 3 or less. But still, 713 is good stats. Of course he gets a bunch of mermies. Maybe something bad. I wish I could memorize the cards as well as some players, but my memory is impaired with Bonkovic, so knowing what he might be setting this up for. Just, I also don't play 10 hours a day. So, I don't have the energy for that, physically.
I've got to find the way out.
That one needs more time.
Can't carry!
It's gonna like give those poisonous or some nonsense. Guarantee it.
The citadel stands strong!
People say that card draw isn't even worth single mana, but then very often having a card, it's a lot of this is people I think are privileged enough to not get hit with terrible luck. He's gonna spam one at worse. Okay. Yeah. I probably had that in the bag, despite that. The Moinet Horrors were going to take too long. And I didn't... My brain was not processing that well enough, but I'm pretty sure I had lethal like a turn, or that turn or the next. I can't. This is why I'm doing this as a warm-up. Before I do some arena. Boy, there was someone I could challenge for the... Being to the point with these, every time I ask people this, they just ignore me or go offline. It's starting to get to be really frustrating. It's like, have I done something to offend you? Most of these people I haven't talked to hardly in a long time. They're, oh, it was fun to play against you, you know, so I had them as friends. Oh, there we go. Oop. He is way above me in rankings. Options. No. Where's the duel button? Send it, not spectate. Trying to figure out how to send him a... Come on. I know it's one of these. I don't want to remove him. Why is it not letting me? There should be a dual button. Did they move the button? Come on. Okay, where is dual button now? Wow, it's been so long since I've done one. I don't even know where the button is. Oh, it's just not showing up for Contraphobe. Why is it showing up for this guy? It's just not showing button for you. Yes. Here it is. Was not showing or someone else. Okay. Well, someone else it does show button. Or I guess. Yeah, it must be a connection issue with Contraphobe wherever he is. Let's just do standard. I think also the lowest rank of those guys is likely to wipe the floor with me, although highly likely to wipe the floor with me. Should have done Unholy Death Knight. I think it's a little faster paced and a little higher win rate. But I've been doing this one a lot. I'm trying to build my skill with this deck.
The Lich King versus Arthas.
No, Unholy has
You
lower
know
win rate,
endless
though it's got a
torment.
smaller
A
sample size.
great destiny awaits you.
Of course, it's Death Knight v Death Knight. Know your opponent's deck, copy a deck code to your clipboard. See. Right. That's kind of an unfair advantage. That really shouldn't be allowed to literally copy in. I mean, I guess if you have a great memory and you're like doing something with known opponents, people are gonna do that anyways. People shouldn't be unfairly privileged just because they have amazing memories. I've never did it enough to function as like a doctor, because you really shouldn't be doing most things by a lot of things by memory. A lot of things you want to double check everything. And like I could remember concepts really well, but you know, going off memory for names of medicines and stuff. I mean, you should memorize sort of well, but you should always check your memory. Never. I don't know. I was an EMT and I keep stuff memorized. I did a special masters I could, so I don't know. It works better when I have concepts and type things too, which I don't in a game like this. Alright, this is... maybe I should have done Sands of Time, but I'm not thinking quickly despite all the caffeine I've had in the long sleep before. You gotta reanimate the tear. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose. I gotta remember these are all reduced in cost by 3. This would synergize if I had something to buff in hand. Probably just want the hideous husk.
Job done.
Play a friendly match. But it's got that well. He probably won't hesitate to wipe the floor with me. Most of the people I play against, they play more often than me, so they've gotten better. They've improved more than even if I once played them at an equal rank. They're ahead of me now. Just don't have the energy to play that many hours a day. Pressure him or I can lose. Give you minions +1/+1. Discard a random nature spell. That would have been, well, can be useful with the leeches too. Or I can deal 6 damage.
My rule is eternal.
Secrets are, well, the enemy has no idea what you played.
little time.
I can't do the more controlling thing. If I do control stuff, I'll lose. He just has a ridiculous combo with this Reanimator, which I could actually access for a while it's free. But I'd have to build a whole deck around it. Probably should. Instead of being realistic, I should create another knight that's a Tyrax deck. Oh. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Oh god. Alright, well this is probably with just that one combo is almost throwing one. Beat me.